I
There you
hear you
go.
though. Hear you.
You can't hear me?
Gotta remember, like I'm like a fossil, bro.
Oh man, everybody spam
Bet you, hey, if you could FaceTime me and tell me what I'm doing wrong. Hold on. Maybe I figured it out. Output. Oh, there it goes. How do I change my output? Voice setting. Show more. Testing. Test. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, we good then. We good?
Yep. You get me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. What's good?
Oh man.
Yeah.
W's in the chat for Dev, man. W's in the chat for Dev. How you feeling, brother?
I'm just really happy.
What's
I
going
like
on?
got a lot going. And I'm just really happy. Like I just kind of signed something with Baller's Life,
Yeah.
um, like permanent, and we're gonna kind of make it official through this week. And I'm just like really happy, like with life,
Yeah.
um, just being a person, a human being.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. How did that come about?
Well, I've been telling people lately, like I'm the happiest I ever been in my life. And a lot of it's because I started getting into Bible a little bit. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't really know what you're into. I don't know what anybody else into, but I just kind of just been in the Bible a little bit and just kind of learning how to just be a human and learning that you can't be perfect. And it's kind of cool. Like
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
stepping back, figuring stuff out about yourself, you know?
Yeah. Hey, I got a question, Dev. Do you feel like you back in like your element, like especially like with the documentaries you've been doing for these one-on-ones?
Yeah, yeah, no. Like I figured that there's kind of like more to life than others, but it's really just like I love basketball so much.
Yeah.
I love basketball, bro. And it's kind of just funny that we get paid to do what we're doing. Like you gotta really think about what we're doing. This is what we always did, but now we're getting paid to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was always just a shit talker at the end of the day. Can I cuss?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I was just always just a shit talker for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So now I get to just get off of Twitter, get off of all this stuff, and just get on YouTube and just talk shit,
Bro.
and not even just talk shit, just like it's for me. I feel like we just celebrating basketball when we go to these events.
Yeah.
You know, so it's cool
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like I've been a debater my whole life, and now I get to debate for cheese.
for money, and it's only gonna grow, and that's the cool part about it. All this is gonna just grow, and people don't haven't caught on to it yet,
Yeah.
and what's funny, I remember when I was starting off on YouTube, and I was so ashamed. Like, not ashamed, but like people would kind of shame me, like, "Oh, you a YouTuber?"
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, like let me show you these checks. You know, and I was back in the time, that was back in the time where you could post something and everybody's gonna see it and you're gonna make a lot of money for it, you
Yeah.
know. And so now it's just like algorithms and all this stuff is changing. But that was back then. And so like now everybody kind of starting to see it. And you kind of saw a little bit of that as we started going, you know, not to get too out of this conversation, but
Yeah.
you know, as the money started growing, you start seeing people get more comfortable, like, oh yeah, like how you be doing that?
Yeah.
I've been trying to
I've
tell
been
you about
trying to
this.
tell you what's going on.
What we talking about? So
Yes.
is what it
How do you
is.
how do you feel like it's grown, Dev? You've been here since literally the very beginning. How do you feel like it's grown from where you at? What it was 20 when you started 2014?
I don't even remember anymore. I always try to think of when I started, but it was a long time ago. Let's put it like that. Let's say 2014. It was really more like 2013 because I graduated from college in 2012.
Yeah.
So I'm like a fossil. So like from where it was to where it's at now, it was less competitive. It was not as saturated. I mean, it wasn't oversaturated. It was unique. Like you probably know me from 10,000 hours because like nobody else was doing it. And you know why I did it? Because of N1 and a few other things actually. But like that's kind of why I did what I did and it blew up. And like I said, it was just easier for people to see you and see what you do. And I always said I wasn't trying to do none of this crap. Like I thought like, training and all this stuff was goofy.
Yeah.
And then Kobe made me realize that, oh yeah, this is what training is.
Yeah.
And your favorite player is Westbrook, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Westbrook, funny story about Westbrook, I'm related to him. But I
Oh,
didn't
that's
know it
crazy.
at the time when we was at Raleigh Park and he was going from they was picking me over him.
That's
And
crazy.
I promise you, I was taller than him, but he was like what 5'8". He had huge feet and he had long arms. You could tell he was about to grow. And I remember watching where his dad would go elbow to elbow to elbow to elbow, and they would just shoot that same. You see him shoot this pull up in OKC,
Hmm.
and that's the story, bro. I watched him develop that shot, and watched him start. He didn't have his first dunk till like 11.
This video is sponsored by Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching sports. The first part of it is going to be Jaylen Brown to score more than 26.5 points against the Brooklyn Nets. He seems to always have a good game against those guys, and their defense isn't really as good, and I expect Jaylen Brown to have a really good game against the Brooklyn Nets tonight. More than 26.5 points. The part of it is going to be Michael Porter Jr. to score less than 23.5 points against the Boston Celtics tonight. I think the Boston defense is really going to get the best of Michael Porter Jr. tonight, and as a result, he's going to score less than 23.5 points. You already know what to do, man. Click the link in the description, download Prize Picks, and use code BLS to receive $50 guaranteed once you place your first $5 lineup. That is code BLS, and you're going to receive $50 guaranteed once you place your first $5 lineup. Let's get to it.
11 for 12th grade. That's what makes it a lot of the story crazy.
Yeah.
I even got stories of going training with Westbrook at UCLA. You ever seen y'all niggas tripping that face he made?
Yep.
So like I'm one of the first people that he did it to, because when he started getting bounced, I was training up at UCLA with him. He'll tell you the same thing. And we're working with Dr. Kreese. Dr. Kreese looks like the KFC guy. And he's their strength and conditioning coach at UCLA. I'm not making none of this stuff up. You can look all it up. We're doing like he's destroying my legs, bro. He's destroying my leg. Like I'm doing knee extension, leg curl, squat jump, whatever, like all kind of stuff. And so Westbrook, like he's trying to show me how to do this box jump the way he does it,
Yeah.
and I couldn't do it. And he gave me the niggas tripping face. Like I remember it very. I'm like, is he really looking at me like this? Like, but yeah, no. So anyways, I didn't even know how I got onto that, but yeah, it's just different times, and I think it's awesome that we are where we are. So
Yeah. Brother, listen, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I think Baller's Life adding you was a big addition. I think Baller's Life and OTD have two big additions, LP and you. And I know you want to talk about LP, but before we talk about LP, I want to talk about your addition. Like, what do you feel like you have brought since like you have been like really like back and locked in with YouTube ball? Like, I know you always been locked in, but like, what do you feel like you've brought?
I well, I wouldn't say I've always been locked in. Like I just took breaks and just kind of went away from it. Honestly, I was going to move to China, and because I got paid so much money in like 2 weeks, I'm like, I'm out of here. And I
Yeah,
was telling everybody, I was literally looking up how I can go live in China in what August.
yeah,
And uh Matt from Ballers, like he and AK hit me up. There was just like, yo, like what you think about like kind of doing something permanent? Like we want you to be like a Vince McMahon, like Adam Silver, like type guy, like for what we're trying to do. And I was just like, what that what that look like financially? You know what I'm saying? So long story short, I just I just really like, what people don't even think about. I used to have little issues with ballers like back in the day, um, and that I could tell stories about. But to be honest with you, bro, like it's been great working with them. And long story short, they kind of brought me in and they kind of told me what they wanted. And the first thing they wanted me to do was the pay per view, which is what everybody saw. And honestly, bro, I'm like, this is like what I do. This is what I'm born to do. Like I'm just the ultimate fan of the space.
yeah,
People don't really understand. That's all I am as a fan. I'm Don King. Like I love hyping matchups. I love instigating, and it really ain't because like I'm trying to make dudes fight, or I just want to give everything that I love about the NBA and that I want from the NBA to this space. That's
yeah.
really all. That's really all it is, and that's drama. That's the shit talking. That's good basketball. That's the rivalries. So that I'm able to do that with no like they're not holding me back at all, which makes it so much fun.
Yeah. How do you feel like it's grown since you was doing ITL classics, man? I remember them. I participated in one of them.
Okay, so see, this is what something like a lot of people forget that I'm low key who started it, but it wasn't my idea. I work with a guy named Nav. You probably
Yep.
kind of hit me up. He's like, bro, what if we did a Creator All Star game? And I'm like, what? And we got funded by there's this credit card called Carrot, and they were giving us like some bread to do some stuff. And so what I'm like, bro, like let's just hit this person up, hit this person up. So that's when we did the first Creator All Star game, destroying from you know destroying.
For
Yeah,
sure.
he was there. Everybody, we did a dunk contest. We had I want to say Frigga and Hezzy played.
Yep. In the first
Yeah,
one.
they played, but you weren't at that one though.
Not at that one.
Okay, so it was lit. I don't know if
I,
y'all
I
like
was at the
really
one. I
remember
was at the
that.
one you played Joe Green.
Okay, so then it moved on, and then we started getting the caffeine deals. Caffeine was just throwing bread, and anybody don't know about caffeine, like they were kind of bought, like they were funded by Fox Sports,
Yeah.
Fox News, all that type of stuff. So they had cheese, and me. Well, the first thing I thought was like, bro, this is great because now I get an opportunity to make sure that people get paid like how I've been getting paid on YouTube. Like I want more people to know like what it's like to just be able to be sustainable on YouTube. And so, I invited everybody out. We did the whole thing. You played against Will for the first time, right?
Yep.
And it was crazy. It was a crazy game.
Yeah.
And I forgot who the other match. It was like, who was it? Jay Luke?
No. Jalen was in the next one. It was a 2v2, Bionic and White Chocolate.
Bionic, White Chalk, and Dom and P, right?
It might have been Sec. It wasn't Sec?
Oh, Dom and Sec. Dom and Sec. No. Dom and Sec played against Tino Mobley and
Copy.
one
Yeah.
yeah. And so, but anyways, saving all that, it was just awesome because I was throwing bread around crazy, like 30,000, 15,000, 10,000. And you know what I hated is when you came along, you was the last like little bit. We just had a little bit left.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I don't really have that much, but it's an opportunity. But I'm forever thankful to you for that because you got the party started,
Yeah.
and for somebody to start an event, as you know, from all these TNC balls like OTD, it's hard to be the first person. People don't really think about the nerves that go into this because what happens lives forever. You're never be defeated. Did that low key come from you and Will? And I will never forget, like, because the second matchup that y'all, and when you had that look, you had that Westbrook look in your eye. I'm like, man, this is dope. So the fact that was going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff lives on forever. So to be the first person in a matchup like that is hard. People don't really think about that. So I always
Yeah.
have super amount of respect for you for that and just diving in like that.
Being in that event, especially with when it was somebody like you, somebody I've been watching for a long time, and then I got to come in this event, all these different type of eyes in it, all these creators in it. Then you got to set the tone of the event, and then you're used to playing make it take it, but now you playing make it trade it. So you got to check up. You have to be in condition, man. That was definitely a nerve wrecker.
But a lot of people don't remember this too. The Creator Classic was the birth of the 2-on-2, in my opinion. Well, for sure it was. Because I don't remember if you remember the game with Jay Jones, Marcellus Howard, Nelly. Who was the other fourth person? White Iverson.
White Iverson.
And it was crazy. Like,
Yep.
it's fun. We just randomly threw it on. We're like, let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
And it ended up being like so much fun. But it allowed everything to like grow into its own. Like I've seen so much grow. I've seen you grow. I remember, and I always tell people this, and this is kind of I'm gonna talk some more about this later. But like I remember when people were hating on Marcellus, like
Yeah.
when because he was calling the games, and now people love him. So I watched him grow into like this person that everybody loves. He's a superstar to me. Like I made a friend forever in Marcellus,
Yeah.
and I'm forever thankful for him coming out there and commentating and doing his thing. Because, bro, in my opinion, like, Marcel, y'all can't do nothing wrong in my eyes, bro. Because I know your hearts.
Yeah.
I know with Sel, I know some of his family. Like I was at his wedding, so I'm always just so thankful and so blessed to have people like that support what I did way back when, and that's why whenever I get a chance, what I'll always randomly text you like, "Hey, bro, like you killing this shit,
That's a
like
fact.
doing," and you
That's a
might be
fact.
like, "Where is this coming from?"
That's a
But
fact.
it's just because like I know where this space is going, and the people in the comment section, the people watching right now, they don't know that you're ushering in this new era.
Yeah.
You're me. You're
Yeah, yeah.
me. Just in a different time in the time zones, and you're doing it your own way. So I love that about y'all, man.
Dale, let me ask you this question, man. How did you feel about the event as a whole?
Which one?
I'll tell you the undisputed event. I'll tell you this. I thought the event was really good just up until the last game.
Well, when you play basketball, you're gonna kind of have the same thoughts about certain things. Like we understand basketball,
Yeah.
we understand that to end that game, it wasn't basketball, but some of the matchups that, and I don't lie about that. Some of the
Mhm.
matchups that we had was just they just fell through. Like what was Nesco and Ty Lawson about? Like what was that about? Like 30-1. He didn't score one. He just scored
One
2
field
points.
goal. One field
I
goal. Didn't score.
always like try to imagine if I just got a few stops and if I close my eyes and turn around, I could probably sink one backwards. That's the way I think. And so it's fun when you think back on the Ty Lawson and Nesco matchup. You would think that it happened like 2 years ago when the game ended and they quit too.
Yeah.
You would think that happened 2 years. That was like
That
months
was a
ago.
couple months ago.
So I'm like, what's going on? Like with Ty, it sucks because I really like Tyler. If y'all really know him, he is so funny, bro. Like down to earth, good dude, and he loves the space. Like he came after he got his butt whooped and sat down and just laughed about it. And
Yeah.
I have so much respect because he's not making any excuses. Like he's just Ty Lawson. So, but going down the line, that was trash. And then you get to
Wait. Listen. I know y'all see it. The new NBD merch is available now for you guys. It's never fair. Love or War is available right now for you guys. Check it out. Link is in the description if you guys want some NBD merch, man. Y'all see what's going on. It's never fair. Love or War. Love is passionate. War is passionate. If you love something, you're going to go to war for it, and you'll go to war for what you love. They are simultaneous. If you guys want some merch, man, link in the description. Love y'all. Let's get back to the video.
Damo versus Kill Carter happened at the last second because Darnell got hurt or whatever. And it's just like, stuff is gonna happen. You prepare for the worst, and when the best happens, great. But like what the fuck was that about? Like that
Mm-hmm.
wasn't even a game. And then there's some stuff going back and forth. I don't want to hear none of that. I
Yeah.
love a kill, but and I love Dom, but it was a weak matchup. He killed him.
Yeah.
Then the game of the night for me was obviously for everybody was Scoob
Oh my
and
gosh. Scuba Nitty.
it was amazing, bro. And I'm calling the walk down and Frank Nitty made me make me question the walk down. So, all in all, like going down the line, like I didn't talk about Lamar. I love that matchup with him and JQ. So much respect to JQ. I don't want to leave that out. Because to get in a ring with somebody like Lamar, you told me the best. Like he's the best player I ever played against.
Easily.
And I got a whole fucking long story about Lamar, but you know, props to both of those guys for shaking up dapping up at the end. Zay and Bruce, good game. We kind of knew what was gonna happen. Got a whole story about all this stuff. I just hate how it ended, and we ruled it a win for Nas. Like what are we talking about? He did everything right. The crowd got in the way. Um, and this, that, and the other, right? Like
Yeah.
it was to me, it was a success. And some alternate dimension that the way that it ended was perfect, and I hated it. I hated it because I want to see somebody win or lose, and I just hate that people. Why was everybody on the court?
Bro, he
Get off
loses.
the court,
He doesn't get to 20. He doesn't get to 20 if the crowd stays
bro.
off the
It was
court.
embarrassing. But what it showed me is that gods bleed.
Mm-hmm.
Not my God, by the way. But like that's what it shows. That's what it showed to me. Like Briscoe had a lot to say, and he's just so good to me. He really is good.
Yeah,
Let's
he's
let's
nice.
get that out the way. He's so good. He had a lot to say, and Nas proved it wrong. They belong on the same court. It was a match made in heaven. They just didn't finish the game.
Yeah. Now, I do want to talk to you about this a little bit. because we talked about this in the DM a little bit about pros versus YouTubers. I kind of gave my sentiment, like you saw it and read it and you responded, and I just wanted you to give like your response, like for everybody.
So it's funny because I can actually go to my notes because something that I like to do is just take notes on everything. Like,
Yeah,
I went through so long of not like actually learning much. And now I'm at the point where like there's a learning lesson in literally everything that you do. So one thing that I was telling you, let's go over it. B Ellis. I sent you, so it's in all my notes. I don't know where it is, but basically some of the notes that I made, there's pros and cons, right?
yeah,
The pay-per-view, uh, them getting in on a pay-per-view to start off with, and we're talking about pros, right?
yeah.
Pros getting on the pay-per-view. There are some people like you gotta let them play. If Kyrie walks in, you gotta let him play.
Hmm.
I don't care about no season or nothing. Like, and if he's down to do a season of TNC or a season or whatever, like, okay, perfect. But if not, let him play. Briscoe is known as a legend. What I wanted is all the Jelly Fam guys to match up. I wanted School versus, or yeah, I wanted School versus Isaiah, the main Jelly guy. I wanted Briscoe versus Nas. I wanted did I say School versus?
School versus
I
or
wanted
Isaiah
Lamar versus
Washington.
J. Yeah, I wanted Lamar versus JQ. I wanted all the Jelly because a lot of people don't know there's other Jelly Fam members that are really good. Did you know Nas Reed is a part of Jelly
Yep.
Fam? Figure that.
That's crazy.
So there's a lot of really good. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
And the real reason is because this is everybody's opportunity to grow. And so I'm okay with certain matchups. Now we've seen different circumstances where, yeah, probably should have did a season because you don't know what it's like to play, and you're kind of gonna mess up this space. But when we going, let's go back into why they should max interest, like peak interest. What would happen if Briscoe played against Nas? Now, what if he goes and plays against Inesco and loses in a season? Now it kind of messes up. Well, and I'm not saying that would happen. I'm just saying that kind of messes up what would happen or the interest of what happened if Nas, and because now you're like, oh yeah, Briscoe gonna get killed by Nas,
Yeah.
So like so it's that point. Um, you don't want to risk early losses, or that's kind of what you attract both audiences. So with Briscoe, when you talk about the matchup that was getting ready to happen, you attract all his people because they can talk all they want, but they don't really know what's going to happen when they play Nas. What's funny was a lot of people in the gym who was claiming to be Briscoe Boyd was betting against him.
Hmm.
Didn't hear that, did you? You heard it from me. I was talking to some of these dudes. They was just like, yeah, I don't know. This and that, wooty woo. Like, we just didn't know what was happening. Now, on the flip side, if they come, say if a Briscoe or say if what's the guy that's getting ready to play Rob?
Darius Adams.
You get Darius Adams and you're actually able to get him in a season and build the story. Like, you know what I really like how y'all did Beasley and
That's all I'm saying. I don't need him to play a
UNFILTERED.
one-on-one. I'm not saying Briscoe got to come out and play. He could have came on the
Yeah.
OTDL Ball Life series and played 3v3s and just talked hella trash and showcased his skill set and act like he wanted to be there. To me, his entire rhetoric the whole time was, oh man, I'm better than all these dudes in this space anyway. I don't even know why I'm here. I'm just here to come get this bag. Nas ain't on my level anyway. I'm gonna get up out of here after I get the and that's what I didn't like. I'm not saying that the pros that are appreciative within this space, like when LP pulled up, he talking shit, but he's still in the series going hard, hooping. Zay was the
See,
same
I
way.
respected him for doing that more. I respect him for jumping in, like, hey, let's run it. Like they did some tag team one on one. And for those y'all don't know, like you can't just burn all your one on ones right off top.
Yeah,
You got
for
to do a
sure.
tag
Facts.
team. You got to do a 2-on-2. Get them in a 3-on-3, and then it makes more sense once you get a chance to get them acclimated into things and let them shine. And so I'm with you on that. And you know what's funny? People was in the comment because I watched all your videos.
Yeah.
People was in the comments saying you was hating off the dribble or whatever, and everybody else for saying what you just said. I'm like, it's not hate, that's real. Like you need to build some sort of a story. That's exactly what I did. And I'm telling you, a lot of people pulled up. People was telling me like, hey, bro, like I started watching, or I bought that pay per view. You made me watch it because I built the story.
With the
I helped build a
videos.
story. Yeah. So you missed the chance of doing that if you don't have them in there, right? And
Yeah.
then on top of that, they get to adjust early.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my main points. Like, let them adjust, let them get settled in, even if they're not playing. Let them see how physical it is, how much they need to get in conditioning for this, because this is like,
Yeah.
bro, try chasing Cam So Smooth around for an hour. I mean, try dealing with Nas bumping into you for 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like these dudes ain't no scrubs, but you got to understand, you got to see it,
Yeah.
for yourself. So, and then we got long-term monetization. So, when you're able to build their story, you have them a part of the season, you're able to just bring more money to the scene. And at the end of the day, that's all I want to do is bring money to these guys. Just how I told you, those creator classics, I could bring hella money and give it to, bro. You know what's crazy? I wasn't even doing no type of nothing. I was giving it to them cash. I was giving
That's tough.
creators. We was getting 150,000, 200,000, and we was getting taxed for it. I was an idiot for doing that, but we was giving dudes cash, like straight up, and I take so much pride in that, because it's like, bro, like during the quarantine, I want you to do the math.
Yeah.
During the quarantine, I had 1,000 people paying $50 a month to train with me. Think about that.
Woo!
So like I'm just seeing what this can do for me. I'm like, bro, like they gotta see this, but you gotta learn this one. And this is one of the biggest problems I have with so many players in the space. Y'all, why don't Cam So Smooth have a Twitch? I be telling these dudes this though. Why ain't they
Take the
still
floor.
doing? They
Take the
need to go
floor.
back on tour. They need to go back on tour and do Street Stars. It's why I love watching that stuff. Why Baldy, like why he don't have a Twitch?
He
Why
do. He got a channel. Baldy got a channel, but everybody
bro, he
else ain't
needs
got
to
nothing.
really like capitalize, and I'm happy that he came on the show personality, because I'm like, when I saw that, like, oh, he gets it. He gets it. Because he comes and shows his personality. I even talked to, y'all don't see this stuff, but I care about these guys more than y'all really think. But like Nesco just got shot up. And who the first person he played against, Ellis?
You.
Me. And one thing on the side of me just playing against, I'm like, bro, like you gotta get out the street. You gotta get away from this stuff. Like there's money coming to this scene. You gotta get away from this stuff, because you're a star. I can't do the stuff that you do. Like we compete, I joke and I laugh, but I'm like, I can't do the stuff that you do. Like this is special. This is what you could do for a living. Get away from the street, move somewhere. And so I'm so proud of him, because like the last time I talked to him, he was like, yeah, I gotta start showing personality. I gotta start doing this. I know he's swaying away from the subject, but I was just so proud of him, because he's signed with Under Armour and he's doing a lot of different things. Why can't our guys start doing more of that?
There's no
Why can't
personality being shown on their own.
That's why.
They show their
And
skills and they go home. They don't show nothing on the screen like reactions, vlogs. They show nothing.
and that's the problem that I have with people in the space, because you're waiting on TNC to grow you. You're waiting on Off the Dribble to throw another event. You're waiting on Ballers Life to throw you another event. But if we build strong fingers, no matter how strong this punch is gonna be, when we all come together and we build, like it makes it better when you then go react to these videos and you get to show your personality. And now people like mess with you even more. Now you're in the Discord, building a whole community. Like this is what influencers do. Is because if things die right now, I gave you $1 million. You wouldn't live the rest of your life off $1 million. Everybody think that you can. No, you don't.
No.
No, you wouldn't. So, I just try to, as much as I can, I'm trying to look out for these guys. And I've spent all last night developing how I can help our guys like build their own thing, so that if everything dies tomorrow, you could be a standalone.
Yeah. Damn, I just think a lot of guys have the don't wants, man. A lot of these guys this is my honest opinion about some of these guys, not all of them. They just have the don't wants. They just solely focus on basketball and come and hoop.
This is hard, bro. Like the stuff that we do is it ain't easy. People look at what you do and just be like, and this is coming from a person who's done all this stuff. They see what you do and oh, he just reacting to video. This is the easiest job ever. Try doing it for 365 days straight.
Don't miss.
Don't miss.
Don't miss a
And you
day.
got 5, 6, 7 videos to do. And don't let your computer be crapping out, or your camera just randomly not working, or You know what I'm saying? Like, or video, like I don't know. It's just all kind of stuff that can go wrong, or don't let you have something that's going on in your real life, and you got to have energy. And now people are like, oh, why B. Ellis don't got energy in this video? This is weak. Like, bro, this is hard.
Dev,
Like,
it's very hard to have somebody watch a video and then come watch another person watch the same video. You know
right,
how much you gotta have somebody value your opinion?
right.
Like that stuff is hard to do, man. It's hard to do. I wish some of the other guys that imagine if some of these guys broke down their games.
Oh, it would be fire, bro. It would be fire. I would love to watch Moon talk about and Nas, Rob. I would like to see them just talk about defense. I would love to hear some of the stories that these guys have, even off the court. Like these guys tell me some of this stuff, but like it's like, dang, like put this in your documentary now. Like you got shot and or LP. LP told me that he got shielded. They shot into his car and his friend jumped on him to protect him from bullets. And his friend died. He didn't. And he's still here today to tell. It's just like, bro, like you guys have like awesome stories, bro. Like the stuff that Scoob be telling me, about you seen it. His dad died. And the next day he played Hezi God for his first appearance on YouTube ever. That's not coincidence. This is destiny, bro. Like this is destiny. Like that's how I'm looking when I'm building a story. This is amazing. These dudes are like to me, they're like superhero. Like they have the ability to be that, but sometimes they're their own kryptonite.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Scoob, Scoob,
we can go on a whole rant. I know we kind of
Scoob does a great job documenting himself though. He's been, especially this year, the way some of the things, if he has a second channel, he does a good job of documenting his thoughts and some of the things he's going through. He does a good job. But Dale, I do want to ask you about the
Is
hacking and the
anybody
filing.
better though? Real quick, is anybody better than him in that space doing that? Frigga, School? I don't think so.
Scoob.
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
friggin' Scoob, that's it. That's
All
it.
right, my fault. You was asking a question.
Talk to me about the filing, man. How you feel about the filing? What's going on? How people feel about the
Okay,
filing?
this is a great question. This is a great question. So I'm actually happy that we can talk about this. I think that there should be a bonus, and at that point you should get free throwing the ball. But the problem is, if you take away too much fouling, then you're gonna take away why we don't watch the NBA. We come watch this. So like I go back and forth because it wasn't a problem. You got to think about this. It wasn't a problem to the last game, but the problem is it had the potential of always becoming the last game. We watched Nesco and Ty Lawson do the same thing. Nesco was just fouling. He admitted too. That's what I love about Nesco. He's so honest, bro.
Yeah.
He don't lie. He don't lie about none of this stuff. He's like, this is part of my strategy. I got to. I'm small. So it always has the potential, but we have to stop the potential. We have to stop it. But at the same time, why don't we like the NBA? I can give you a lot of reasons, but foul baiting. We hate it. I hate when people drive and throw their head back, and I'm just you just bumping into me, but you getting a foul, you getting a free throw. I don't want it to turn into that.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was as much as a problem as everybody think. I think what happened and what allowed it to become a foul fest is because one man was getting fried, and the crowd saved him. That was all it was. Let's be honest. And you know what's funny too? Like Hami Diallo, is that his name?
Yes. You play for Oklahoma City? Athletic guard?
Yeah, people, it's been so great because I want to tell everybody you can always DM me, but I'm about to be in these discords. But you can always DM me and air out all your frustration. If you feel like I'm being biased, let me
Dan,
know.
watch yourself in the discourse, man. Watch yourself in the discourse, brother. I'm just letting you know. They
I don't.
screenshot everything and send it everywhere. Just
I've been doing this for so long that I learned that you don't need to get butthurt off of this stuff, man. Like all feedback is good feedback, even if it's negative, because it's
Yeah.
just like you learn how to deal with that stuff. But he kind of aired out his frustration. He left a comment on Briscoe page because he was supporting Briscoe. I think they both went to Kentucky. And
Yes.
so I'm like, all right, let me just DM you. Let's see what we talking about then. And he aired out his stuff. And I said what I had to say. And at the end of
He
the
had an
day, it
issue
was
with
just
you?
like, he said I was being biased and he didn't like the narratives that I was trying to create, but everything I was saying was facts. And I could tell you just what I was telling him. Well, okay. Did you see the lady pour water on the court 4 times? Did you see that? Did you hear, and it's on film, did you hear them threatening the rep? They were texting me this stuff, talking about they're going to stab the rep. People were texting me stuff live while the game is going. So I'm just repeating what's going on, what I'm reading, and everybody's saying I'm being biased and I'm being biased. That look, y'all, there's a
Welcome to the club.
storyline for everything. If Nas lose, then I'm gonna go this route. If Briscoe lose, I'm gonna go this route. If JQ lose, I'm gonna go. I got a story for that. If LP lose, I got a story for that. Frank Nitty's, it's all the same. I don't care who wins this shit. Like this is great that it's happening, bro. So when it comes to defense, we're moving back to the defense. You don't want to lose it. So in my opinion, I feel like you should get one or two take fouls, maybe. And the reason why I say that is because, and all these guys are guilty of it. I hezzy you in the air, and you know I'm famous for it. Which is funny because you wasn't going. I was like, oh, this motherfucker know my moves. You wasn't going for none of that. I had to just shoot. So if I hezzy you in the air and you get stuck, and I'm going up for a dunk, and you
And
take me out the air, you know what that's ruining? The growth of the sport because you're missing out on highlights.
viral play.
So if you're missing out on highlights, all you got is 90s basketball. So there needs to be an in between that you gotta find. And that's all like I'm really trying to help focus on. So what I'm gonna do is myself experiment with it. Let's see how I'll play up to 30, see how it feels. Because I'm pretty in shape. And let's see how it feels. And okay, after the foul, and I still like, bro. I used to be so against this shit. Because like, you get a foul, and no matter if you foul, like you get to go back and get the ball back. But if you miss this free throw on the next foul, it's your ball.
Yeah,
And I was so against that at first, but I'm like, look at how these games are going, and I'm kind of okay with it because. And what I see too is some of these pros that gonna hide behind this excuse. So I don't want to get fouled. I want to get fouled. Let me
they've
ask you a
been hiding
question.
behind that,
Uh,
Dev. They've been hiding
Comment
behind that.
comment section. You answer this question too. How many people can you really remember getting hurt because they were getting fouled?
In a
For all the
one-on-one?
games,
In a
for
one-on-one?
all the games that you've seen, and one on one, for all the games that you've seen,
Nobody.
it don't happen that much. So I had to think about that, like, bro, like everybody's complaining about this. Oh, maybe you just scared to get out here because you don't. I know you don't
Hey,
want to
no cap,
lose.
Dev. The last time I seen somebody actually get hurt from a foul was Frigga separating the shoulder against Kel. Other than that, I don't remember nobody getting like really hurt from fouling a one-on-one.
Burke got hurt,
Who?
but
Burke.
Burke. But was that contact?
I don't think that was. I think Burke knee just gave out.
Right. So it's not really injuries ain't really happening that much. Like and people even saying it don't happen that much. So like, are we complaining because of this? Or are we going to cater even more to the pros? Because they really don't. They just don't want to get fried. And I know how people work because I'm in these conversations, bro. I'm helping people all the time sign NIL deals and all this stuff. Millionaires, which is crazy. But they don't want to be seen a certain type of way. Some of these NBA guys, when they go, say if I don't know if you remember some of the one-on-ones, but I was very lighthearted when I was playing against those NBA guys, laughing, kind of joking. Cause like if it gets to a certain point when it's a bad look on not some of the guys, they didn't really get, but some of the guys that I was actually frying on camera that I couldn't put and the agents was contacting me. So I know how I go, but most people don't know this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Do you think the
I
refs
can go on and on.
do you think the refs can distinguish, because obviously there's going to be two, maybe three refs looking at two players. Do you think they can distinguish what the foul baiting is compared to what's an actual foul?
Yeah, it's easy because it's not eight other players on the court.
Yeah.
One thing that needs to be cleaned up immediately to me is the hits on the elbow.
Yeah. They're two
You
hands on
know,
the torso.
yeah, two hands, it's much. It's too much. But everybody keeps forgetting how, and you go back and look at it. How many times did Nas get hit on the elbow when he had 29? It was crazy.
Yeah.
Go back and look at it, and then come complaining. It was crazy. So, it was turned into that type of game, and this is so fresh on our minds, bro. But like realistically, it gets, you know, we get through these games. I can remember Louise and Nas. They were calling me, telling me, do you remember when he played that game? It
Yep.
was an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, they said it
And
was
somehow
daytime.
Briscoe and Nas surpassed that.
They said it was daytime and then it was nighttime by the time they ended. What the fuck?
Just trash basketball.
Like, come on.
So
I just
yeah,
think
but let's not take nothing away from Nas. Nas good. That boy good, bro. That boy good.
I do I
But
do
yeah, we gotta clean some of it up. I think it's a bonus. What do you think?
I do think we could find some type of common ground though. I do think we could find some type of common ground. Whether it be 6 fouls, 7 fouls and a half, something. We could find something. That where it's not too much catering to the pros and it's still YouTube basketball one-on-ones that we still love. I do.
You can't just say it though. We gotta try it. We gotta experiment with it. I agree. I agree. Especially, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and say this, but don't take it as a shot. And it's
Mhm.
not really you. It ain't your channel. I tell Sky the same stuff. TNC is great, but I like OTD for different reasons. I like TNC for different reasons. They become so effing friendly, and there's been
I
so
said it.
many giggles on TNC side. And it's like I remember when they was, and I'm a fan, bro. So I remember when it was just them and no commentators, and they was just going at it, and people was out for blood because they was trying to make it on the scene. Now some of these guys who have made it or feel comfortable, it's just smiles all around. Let's just drink beer while we play and just have fun, have a good old time. OTD, them dudes, like I love this about them. I think that they play super hard and they really like they mess with each other, but they really all want to beat each other. And I don't really get that all the way from the TNC side.
That's not a
And I
shot.
think
That's
it's
a
because
fact,
of
in my
fouling.
opinion.
I think a lot of it is because how we cleaned up the fouling, but like it's not so far out of reach that it can't be fixed on the TNC side. I think. And but on the flip side, I hate how sometimes how much fouling is on the OTD side. It's like, yo, bro, are you tackling?
Yeah.
We playing football. What are we doing? Because I know if I'm playing and you tackle me, and I don't even see you as I'm laying the ball up, but I feel my weight going forward into the bleachers. I might be looking up to square up at some point. There's this trainer out there, and I've told this story many times before. I'm breaking his ankle. Everybody knows him as the best trainer on YouTube or Instagram, and I'm wiggling this fool. I wonder if you guys can guess who it is. And one time I rocker step on. Everybody knows me for the mailman. I go for the mailman finish. I'm hand at the rim, and he pushes me into the pole. So I'm only seeing red at that point. This is at the Foot Locker 3-on-3. Can you guys guess who it is? And so I'm charging at him, and he starts walking away. I'll leave you at that. I'll leave you at that. But that's how I felt. That's how I would feel if somebody would have pushed me in the back. And that was a true story, by the way. Anyways, let's move on. We don't need to get caught up on that.
Brother, but I do think on that side, I do agree with you. I think the TNC side is friendly right now. I do think Chapter 2 Season 3 will change that because it's going to be a whole bunch of one-on-ones. Nobody's trying to lose no one-on-one, mano y mano. Nobody. But what I will say, on the OTD Buzz Life side, there is no comfortability at all. There is no comfortability. Ever since LP walked onto that side, everybody is like, I'm top dog. No, I'm top dog. No, I'm top dog. It's been like sharks in blood infested waters, bro. Just trying to be the best player on there. That's to me is what's making it lit over there.
LP
Go ahead. Yeah, broke up a little bit.
LP saved the space. Yeah, I said it. LP saved the space.
Yeah, for sure. That side for
Let me put this down. Hold on, he saved the space, in my opinion, on this side. And I don't want to say maybe saved is a strong word. He just made it even less friendly. Now, it backfired on him, but even still, like, I got a chance to go to his hometown, and it was funny because as I'm pulling up, it's all his friends on the outside, and they're like, and they're looking, oh, there you go, and they're kind of joking around, but they serious. They're like, bad commentary. He got to be a bad commentator. I was like, bro, like, hey, y'all can pour. I don't run from none of this stuff. I'm so happy I'll be so happy when people address me like that. And it's just like, cause then we could just chop it up. So we went in the gym. We started talking about his game with Scoob, and he was telling me how he felt like he let the city down because everybody was watching him, and I was like, bro, that's so dope to me that people was in bars and everywhere, restaurants watching him play on a pay-per-view. So like that meant somebody was buying it at the bar. I was like, bro, that's fire.
Yeah.
So I got a chance to watch his friends play, and they all talk like that, and it was good too.
Talking
Because like
crazy.
it was a dude
Greasy.
who run. He don't, does he run the Z League or it's something out there?
Zell.
Ricky, Ricky,
Ricky Lee's named Tyler.
and he's good too.
Yeah.
He was really good too, and I'm just looking like he's like smooth and handling it. So it was a lot of really good players. But I'm like, okay, this where Lamar get it from. Everybody was out there talking. So fast forward you to the YouTube scene. He going after he going after Nas. Next thing he going after Nitty. Then he going after School again after he beat him. I'm like, oh yeah, he don't really tick
That's how they
right, and it's
do, bro.
great.
That's how they rock
And
out.
it's great. It's great. Like I need everybody, and he actually believes that he is the best. He the first person to tell you, like, hey, look, it ain't nothing personal. I just think I'm better than you. I'll walk better than you. I'll talk better than you. That was the funniest quote, bro. So no, in my opinion, guys like him, they move this space forward, and there's so many other players like this out there that I want to help bring onto the scene.
Yeah. Yeah. Dev, man, I just think, like I said, the friendliness on TNC, I think that's going to be fixed very, very soon. And I do think the grittiness of OT and the fouling can be. I think these are all fixable problems that could push the space. Like once all these problems are fixed, I think the space is going to be pushed forward a lot once these problems are fixed.
Yeah, I agree. I think we need to keep adding people. I think we need to keep adding people because I don't want the I want to find good players, players that I think that could beat these guys because I just don't want them to get comfortable.
Which,
That's one of my job is, my job is one to support everybody, build these stories, tell who these characters are, but at the same time, let me go find some of these dogs to make the best matchups that we can find because this space is untapped.
yeah,
It really hasn't even been tapped into like how we think. And we saw a little bit of Nas versus Briscoe. We got a halfway through it,
hmm
and we got it. But it's like, bro, like imagine and we keep talking about Lamar. Imagine a Lamar versus what's the dude, Tremont Waters. But you guys got to understand, this is history in the making. Like this is dudes battling in college. The viral video that Lamar has, Tremont Waters was guarding him. But you go to Tremont's side, and Tremont was looked at. People was calling him Steph Curry when he was young, and he was selling out stadiums, like not gyms, stadiums for people watching the play. So like, think about the storyline that you can build off of the rivalries or something like that. Just giving you one example. There's
yeah,
many examples out there. There's so many matchups that still. And to your point, I was saying you talking about. There's so many matchups that still need to happen. And not even just from a pro standpoint, people that's in the scene already. So, it's untapped. There's a lot of fixable problems that we have, and as much as I'm yapping right now, like it's just that I think that we're so excited about this space
yeah.
that it's hard not to just talk this much about it.
This space is a baby. This space is just getting started. Like, who's your top five, Dev?
Yeah, it's hard to say because I some of the stuff that I seen ain't came out yet. Nas, Rob. Hey, look, after Detroit, I said Nas number one. I had Rob and Nas after Detroit. Anyways, Nas, Rob. Dang. You know
Hey,
what's
you gotta
funny?
better be
Everybody
careful. They
talk.
about to quote you. They about to quote you.
You know what's funny? Like, okay, let me just kind of move forward. I'm gonna put Scoob in there. No, but I'm gonna put Zay first. I'm gonna put Zay in the 3 spot, and then I'm gonna go at 5. I'm gonna go Scoob, but it's hard. It's like a tie between Nesco and Scoob, just because of guys who they beat. Who would you put in that 4 spot? I
Ness.
don't know. So Ness.
Yeah, I got Ness. Ness my 4, man. I think it's clear too. Dev. Ness done 3-0 some people, 2-0 some people. Ness been beat everybody. Only person he ain't beat is
Ness
Nas and
got work.
Zay. That's the only people he ain't beat. And he ain't played Rob before.
Ness is cold.
And that's different.
I can't do it. I gotta put Ness at 4 and Scoob at 5. But it's fun. I'm only going this side besides Rob. But I've been kind of waiting to say this because I love Scoob. Scoob is like, I swear by him. But he did lose to Kill twice.
But listen, this is what the fans like to say. It was in the 90s. Like they act like it's old, like it's old, like it's over.
And I like Scoob because it still bothers him. He like low-key does not like that. He said it on camera. He does not like that Kel beat him. And I wouldn't put that out of sight. I think that could one day happen again. Did Moon beat Scoob or was it tied?
They're 1-1.
And then Ness and Moon, that's 1 and 2.
Ness and Moon, yes. Moon has.
So like, how do you put Moon out of this? How do you
That's
exclude Moon?
exactly why I got Moon 5, because he got a Ness win and he beat Kel twice. But Scoob has LP, Rob, Frank Nitty.
What is that?
Uncle Scoob.
That's his top 5?
No, that's his pay-per-view wins. That's his pay-per-view wins.
Okay, so let me ask you this: when do we only count pay-per-view wins? Because that's coming up pretty soon. It's getting there where we're gonna have to only count, because these are the ones that really matter, not the ones that went up to 15.
I can't tell you.
I called Zay about that. Zay was like, "Yeah, I beat Nas, I beat Scoob," and I'm like, "Well, it went up to 30. I'm trying to gas another matchup." And but it's like at the end of the day, like what is Zay 1-1 on pay-per-view? He didn't beat Rob. He should have. To me, he should.
2-1. He beat ISO Tay. He beat ISO Tay. We got that. We gotta count everything.
He came over to TSC, was jacking people up on TSC.
Hey,
he was jacking people.
We gotta count everything, though, Dale. We gotta count everything.
Because
listen, because you was the same guy you was in the face. So he was like, "Did you play Scoob? Where's the video?" I
need to see it. I need to see it. Don't hide it from me. I'll come about the quality.
Scoob say it was motion blurred. Like, what the fuck?
No. I can squint my eyes and match the blur. I want to see it.
Hey, I
give Scoob a hard time. You know what's funny? I get everybody a hard time, but you know,
dog, that's great.
I just love all these guys, bro.
I just think, what do you think about the Cam and Moon matchup? Well, I still got you here.
You know, it's fun. I was watching it like 2 weeks ago before they announced it.
Yeah.
And so I think it's a good matchup. I just think Moon is going to go down like he always does. He's going to come back.
Oh, man.
That's what I think is going to happen straight up. I think Moon's going to win it because he can defend. And he can kind of guard a lot of the stuff that Cam does. And I don't think Cam is going to meet him at the rim the way that he can. It just comes down to if Moon gets hot or not. If Moon gets hot, he'll win. If Cam could... It's a great matchup, by the way. It's a great matchup. But if Cam can, withstand that, he going to win. Cam, it's either Cam and left hand down for the most improved. And I got left hand down slightly, but like Cam is like, he been on that. I'm still surprised he beat Lat. I don't even think he should have, but he did.
Who had the better win? When Cam came back on Lat 29-20, or when Scoob did to Frank Nitty in the most recent pay-per-view?
I'm gonna say Nitty because I couldn't believe it. Like, I was calling it as it happened, but it got to the point where I almost didn't even believe it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because Nitty kept hitting these wild shots. And it was weird because before the matchup happened, and you were asking everybody, you asked Davo, you asked all the players, who gonna win? Everybody was like, oh, well, if Nitty does this, and everybody kind of gave Nitty a chance.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the comments, Scoob by a long shot. I'm like, Nitty trick y'all into thinking that he can't play ones. Because I've seen it before. He's actually not bad at all. You know what's funny? Like, as I watch, and this is gonna be like I'm slighting him, but he kind of has like Westbrook in him offensively, like to the point where it's not super polished, but it's so athletic that it gets the job done. And it was weird, like seeing it. He kept challenging Scoob at the rim, and it was changing Scoob for the worse. So if I'm gonna pick, anyways, like I'm gonna pick that game because I was there, and it matters when you're there. You know what I mean?
But to me, it seemed as if Scoob had a great defensive game plan. He just couldn't knock down open looks to me. He couldn't knock down his natural jab 3-ball. Like, it looked like he was pressing at first.
But Nitty was on the right shoulder. And a lot of people don't realize that there was a few times, and the angle that I was at was perfect. He's shooting, and like very subtly, when the hand goes up, he's doing that.
Yeah.
And it messed up his open shots too, because sometimes Nitty didn't even challenge, but he was thinking that he would. Whether Scoob would admit that or not, I'm just talking about what I was seeing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Last question I got for you, Dev. Where do you see the space? I don't want to say 5 years. I'm gonna say in 2027, January 2027. Where do you see the space?
Oh, where it's currently going is gonna go straight into the ground, and
Wow.
it's not gonna go. Yeah, it's not. Well, I saw the 5-on-5. I done seen so many influencers go up and down, and I think that if something isn't done to address a lot of the issues, and it's not really even so much the fouling. I'm scared about gambling coming into the space. 'Cause I know black people.
Mm.
So I'm scared about gambling coming into the space on every platform. But like, I just know if we keep the integrity in the game, I think it's gonna be great, bro. Like I think it could last forever. It could be the new UFC. My goal is to see this through the Olympics. But at the way that it's currently going, we have to add more players. We have to find more viral matchups that grow the space. And not a lot of people think that, oh, Rob and Nas is a matchup, and maybe it could be a little bit viral, but it won't be as viral as like some of those short players that got crazy moves that are just fun and have crazy personalities. Those are the matchups that I'll start to look for on top of the big players in the space. And so, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed, but I totally believe in the direction that it's going in, that it can go in. And if it does, this is only the beginning. The Nas's, the Nescos, the Moons, LPs, the whoever else wants to come on, you'll be millionaires. I promise. I can guarantee. I see it, bro. I see there's an opportunity for it to happen. You'll be millionaires. Friggers, the pioneers, the Gotti building, Dave, they're building this stuff off their own back, bro. Like I have so much respect for what they're doing because like business wise, they're handling it and they're just investing. And y'all don't know this, bro. Y'all gotta start supporting. When y'all see these streams right here, like when y'all see it, share. When y'all see, if y'all really mess with the community, and only reason why I say that is because we need it to grow. If you help these channels grow, if you help all the small channels, and when you see Scoob and all these guys start their own channels and really start doing some new videos, please, even if you don't watch it, skim through it. Click the like button. It all matters because if you guys help grow the community, then it's gonna be big. It's gonna be grow big. And then the next thing I think that should happen, Ellis, I think that we gotta start listening to the fans. We gotta start listening to the fans when they're asking and begging for certain matchups. Some overdoing it because you can't give them all away, but you gotta give it to them. You gotta give it to them.
I'm not gonna
And
say you're wrong.
you gotta be smart, but at the same time, if you're gonna go a year more without giving me certain matchups, we're cooked. And I'm gonna say this too, and this go for Scotty, this go for AK, this go for Matt, this go for Dave. I love everybody, bro. Like I'm peace and love. But if y'all don't bring this together at some point, one time a year, once every 2 years or something, like bro, this is. I think that it has an opportunity. I talked to Scotty about this. Because I'm in the middle of everything. You gotta give the people what they want. It's gonna grow. You could still go over there and go do your thing over there. But at some point, you gotta bring it together because I need that. I need Lat versus Nesco. I need that. I need Rob versus Nas. I need that. You know what I'm saying? I need some of these matchups, and I understand all this money in here and this business and bro, I don't really care to talk too much about that, but I just want to see more unity, and I think that I'm hoping that we're like part of the answer here, Ellis. I'm really hoping that because you got to give the fans what they want. That's why I kind of stopped watching boxing and started watching UFC because I'm just picking and choosing. I don't want to see none of that, bro. Like, just line them up. That's what one-on-one was about. It's just like lining them up and just playing the game. Like, let's hoop. You think you better than me? And we could always go back and talk about LP. He was trying to
No
get to all
picks.
the matchups in the same week.
No picks. None.
He wasn't picking. He wasn't picking nothing. He was just trying to hoop. And so when you get when you get like the opportunity, TNC balls like OTD, just give me one. Just give me one, please. I'm a fan. I'm just a fan. Y'all look at me and y'all be telling me I'm a hater. I'm a lover. I don't care about none of that. I'm just a fan that want to see good basketball. You know what? I want to see Kyrie versus Steph. I wanted to see T Mac versus Kobe. Oh, and we'll probably never get that, but we can get here. But if y'all start acting like this and that, and we can't let bygones be, I understand all your sides though. Trust me, I get it.
And
But let's just
man.
put pride aside and let's make some of these. I'm gonna always show love to Dave. Dave, he be calling me out on certain stuff, and I love that about him. I love that about everybody. I love that about the comment section. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all too. Just make it happen at some point. And I know, realistically, Dave really want to make it happen. Let's be real. Dave want to make it happen. We know who don't. And I love these guys too. Like, oh, they're doing such good things in the basketball community. So I don't want to make it seem like, oh, I'm trying to be this. Look, at the end of the day, I love y'all guys, but we, as a fan, this is what I want to see. I know other people want to see it. So
I just think Denver want to get it done there, but I think too much damage has been done, man. Too much has been
it's been
said.
a lot of
Too
damage.
much has been said.
Yeah, you're right. I wasn't there for none of that though. I don't care. I don't care about none of that. I just know what I want to see. And I'm gonna be responsible for helping these guys grow. I'm gonna bring so much money to the Ballers Life OTD side. It don't matter what y'all feel about me. I'm pro player and I'm pro business. I'm pro person. I'm gonna bring so much money to Ballers Life, just doing what I do and giving them my resources with no shame. And I believe that it's gonna grow. I just hope in return that we can get that. But if not, I'm still gonna support the same way, even if OTD and TNC or balls like never happen. I'm still gonna support the same way because this is what I love. So that's it.
Dev, man, we appreciate you putting up W's in the chat for Dev, buddy. I don't Oh, hey, yeah, shout out to you pulling up, brother. Appreciate you, my brother.
I got one more thing.
Go ahead.
And I told you I wanted to talk about this.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Do you think?
So a lot of y'all don't notice, but when I got to, I'm not even gonna try to make no excuses off of this. But like, I owe Lamar an apology. See, I'm getting better, and I don't run away from this. Like I see the comments and I read them and kind of see things. I'm like, okay, who's hating and who's just being honest? So with Lamar, he told me not to do this. We had a long talk about this. And I said I'm gonna go back and review the film, and if I feel like I'm coming off as a hater, then I'm gonna step up and apologize. And what I realized is that I'm not as good as I thought, and I'm not as bad as I thought at commentating. I went to school for it, but as I'm watching some of these videos, I'm like, how come I'm not giving him credit like I should? Like I should be giving him credit because he's my favorite player. But here's what you don't know. Did you know? Did you know that I put $1,000 on him to beat Scoob? Did you know that?
Damn.
Lost it all. And so people don't remember when LP came in, I was like, oh yeah, there's levels with him, guys like him, Eugene, Ty Nichols. There's levels with these guys, and he lost. And I can't believe Lamar lost, bro. I'm betting people don't know that I was making mixtapes on Lamar. From when he was in high school. I watched him getting ready to go he was on the draft board. A lot of people don't know Lamar Peters was on the draft board.
Yep.
And so, but I went back and you guys don't know this, and you know this, B. Some of these events, you'll see the videos happen over a course of 2 months. It happens on a day or two.
You know all of them right away. All of them right away.
So one, I got to keep my mouth shut, but two, I'm watching and I'm like, dang, like, I didn't have a chance to fix a lot of things that I was saying about Lamar, because partly because Detroit came and then this other series happened, but I'm coming across as a hater. And when I reviewed the film, and I just want to say, Lamar, you have my utmost respect. We had a long talk about this stuff. We had a long talk, and it was like because he felt slighted. He hit me up, and to be honest with you, before I looked at the film, I'm just like, nigga, check up. If you really feel how you feel, then check up. We was talking in DMs, but I was like, at the same time, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna review this, and if I'm wrong, I'm gonna apologize. And then we talked again at the pay-per-view or at the face-off.
Mhm.
And he's like, oh yeah, nah, like you don't owe me no apology. I was like, yes, I do. Because when you got a player like this, I was really just on him about being shaped because I believe in him, and it's coming off the wrong way. So, anyways, not even to talk in circles. LP, you have my apology. City of New Orleans, Louisiana. Like, I love how much I support this dude. And people, it was a dude that hit me up just a minute ago. He's like, "Hey, stop hating on." Him. And I shared his
I see it
story
on
in
your
my
story. I
story.
see it on your story. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't run away from that stuff. I don't run away because, like, at the end of the day, I have to have a good connection with the comment section with the fans, just like I have to do with you,
Mhm.
just like I have to do with the players. So, without even talking too much more about that, I will be better. That's not somebody who I train. And BL, as you notice, I talk shit to everybody. Like, but on the court though,
Yeah.
like some of my best friends, y'all get it the worst, and y'all know that. Some people kind of know that about me, but not everybody knows who Dev in the Lab is. So, moving forward, I just kind of want to clean that up and come across less biased while still being honest and holding everybody to under the same light. So it's just a part of getting better. I went through the same thing when I was doing film, and I couldn't help but judge certain movies, like because I was in
Because
editing. I'm like,
you
oh, they
watching the
could,
editing process, you watching the production
yeah,
process.
bro. And some of the stuff, me and you, we be watching it like basketball players sometimes, like, and also a competitor. I'm looking at like, bro, I would have ripped that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Truth be told, I wouldn't have been able to guard LP. Real, let's be real. But anyway, that's it. I really appreciate you, bro, and just showing all the love and respect to you. I have a crazy amount of respect for how you're doing it. You're young, you're talented, you have the voice, and I've told you the same thing before.
In
I'm telling you
person.
again right now. Just keep going.
In person.
Keep going. Show your passion.
Yeah.
Do better than what I did and far and beyond. You and Sil are great. And don't let nobody, I be seeing people trying to hate on you too. Don't let nobody
Yeah.
tell you that you're not good at what you do. You are fantastic. Keep going.
Appreciate you, Dev. W's in the chat for Dev. We got an hour. We got an hour and 10
Damn.
minutes. God. Oh, wait. I do
I'm
ask you
about to
before I
watch
let you go.
this
I
shit.
swear I'm going to get to this. How do you balance the logical critique of player decisions and player play while still showing love?
I realize that no matter what you do, people they hated Jesus. So the comments gonna hate, but at the same time, you just have to kind of call. I think that me personally, I'm just gonna call what's actually going on and not look from a trainer standpoint, but more from a fan standpoint.
Copy.
Okay, if I think that Lamar's not as let's give an example. If I think Lamar is not in shape, let's talk about more along the lines of, man, he's starting to improve. While you can still see some things, that he needs to get better at. But man, wait till you see. I mean, I'm looking forward to the next game type thing. Like
Yeah.
instead of me, just trying to be funny,
Mm-hmm.
like let me just call what's going on. There's ways to uplift and be critical without coming up, and it's all come down to verbiage.
Yeah.
I think it just all comes down to verbiage, bro. Like, and not everybody from where you from,
Yeah.
so they don't get your inside jokes. So I just think that's a great, bro. Were you on fucking Chat GPT or something? Like,
Nah, bro.
that was a great question.
That's because that's something I struggle with. I want to make sure that I still show the players love because they out there putting their rep on the line. But I also want to make sure I critique and give my honest opinion. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, because it take a lot to go out there and do a one-on-one. You and another man on that aisle. You got to check up your whole rep on the line. 300K, 400K people gonna watch that video. It's a lot.
Okay, I'll give you this then. If you go critique, make sure you show love too.
Yeah.
If I could tear you down, let me build you back up too. It kind of comes down to sandwiching, right?
Yep.
Man, you did so great, but here's what you all right, this is what you did bad, but man, you did so great with this. Now here's what you could do better.
Yep.
It's sandwiching.
Yep.
So that's pretty much it.
All right,
That's a great question.
we've been on here 2 hours here, man. I gotta do some reactions. It's already 8:00 where I'm from, man. Sign out with
I'm
them,
sorry, bro.
man. W's in the
All
chat,
right,
bro. All right, buddy. Appreciate you. Man, that was great. I ain't gonna lie, that was a great conversation, chat. And also, hold, let me add my camera. Let me add my camera, man. Let me add my camera real quick. At the end of the day, add existing. Boom. And let me tell you something. At the end of the day, bro, real conversations have to be had, whether they're uncomfortable or not. There are improvements on both sides that need to be made. And as a result, I think they will be made. And also, some fans do want to see what they want to see. And those fans have a right to that. They have a right to that, to be able, I want to see this. I've been supporting for this long. I have a right to see what I want to see. Because I've been supporting for a long time. I've been hitting that like button. I've been buying these pay-per-views. I've been buying the merch. I've been doing XYZ. So fans have a right to feel how they feel, man. But also, my job is to relay my opinions to you about said situations, my opinions to you about games, and my opinions to you about the space. I cannot make decisions like that. Only the owners can. So at the end of the day, I'm going to still support the space as a whole and try to push it forward. And as you can see, DevInTheLab is too. Cell is too. Millie is too. Shit, mid-range coach is too. See you on the next video.